making intros is my least favorite part of a video. Welcome back to another video. I'm going to show you how to make this frosty looking lightsaber effect. Now, in all honesty, this was a lot of trial and error. I really had to start over a few times. It went from step 1, this is okay, step 2, still fine, step 3, thanks, I hate it, let's start over. I'm going to show you how I made this, the mistakes I made so you don't have to make them, and let's create this effect together. Alright, let's jump into it. We are using an Ascalon lightsaber hilt here from Kenji Sabers, but this is a technique you can probably also use on other props as well. What we will need is some clear drying acrylic gel gloss, structural paste. We can ignore this one because I thought I was going to use it, but then I actually didn't. Some old brushes, some white and blue acrylic paints, and just like in my other tutorial, some sanding paper. If your prop is made out of metal or smooth plastic, you can give it a bit of a sanding here so our gloss and paint can stick better to it. I'm going to be honest here, this is the first part of progress that I will mostly scrap later. As long as you see the snowflakes loading, you will see progress that will be removed. I'm showing you anyway because it is part of the progress and maybe you can learn from my mistakes. Like I said in the intro, a lot of trial and error. Now this is the more interesting part. I am mixing the clear gloss with some of the blue or some of the white paint and brush it over the hilt. I will switch between clear gloss and gloss mixed with the paint to give it some depth, mostly feathering it out with brush. This will make a pretty base for later. See, I wasn't lying. This is the moment I'm removing most of the structural paste, because this was also the time that I really started thinking, I don't like it, I hate it, it sucks. But I let it be for a while and just started over. There's absolutely nothing wrong with taking a break from your project and trying again later. This is the moment we are making the icicles. I am mixing the gloss with a little bit of light blue acrylic paint. Then you will dab it on there with your brush, and then with a toothpick or uncooked pasta, because I couldn't find my toothpicks, you will pull the gloss out, creating these long pointy bits. Fun fact about icicles is that they need a sub-freezing temperature to form, but they also need enough heat to allow water to drip down from it. The top of the icicle is warmer than the bottom, allowing the water to drip down over it and freeze at the bottom again, making the icicle grow downwards. So there's a lot more science to it than just that, but we're working on a tutorial here on prop making, not icicles, so let's get back to that. While I'm making my icicles, I also took a little bit of structural paste and dabbed it on there to give it some extra texture. On to the next step of our project, the dry brushing. I am mixing blue and white acrylic paint to make a very light blue color. Make sure there's only a little amount of paint on your brush when you paint over your hilt. This way it will only catch on certain parts of your work and it will bring out all the details and add some depth. To give your work even more layers, you can swap between the blue and white acrylic paint and your clear gloss. And there you have it, your own frosted looking prop. I hope you liked this tutorial, that you could learn something from it. If you liked it, laat misschien een berichtje achter en ook een hartje, and I will see you next time.